guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you can join my glam fam. I post every Mondays and Thursdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time. In today's video, I'm going to show you a no makeup look that is super natural that you can do day to day, or you can do whenever you want. Be sure to follow all my socials. I'll put them right here so we can chit chat and we can become friends. The comment shout out of the video is Beauty by Brody. Thank you so much for commenting. I love you so much. If you guys want to be in my next video, be sure to comment right now and then I will post you in my next one. You also can enter on my Instagram, so be sure to follow there and you can comment and I'll put you in my video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So before we start, I don't use a primer on my day-to-day no makeup days because I honestly don't think I need it, especially when I use a tinted moisturizer. But the first step is to use a tinted moisturizer. You can use a concealer if you want to. Sometimes I do that. Or you can use a tinted moisturizer. The one I recommend is actually the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, and it has SPF in there for you. And I actually use the shade 2W2 Nude. I actually bought this one at Marshall's and it was like 15 bucks, so you definitely can find this for cheaper if you go to Ross, TJ Maxx, or Marshall's. You just have to hunt around for it. What I'm going to do is just stick it on a brush because I feel like tinted moisturizers or concealers blend better if you use a brush, especially on your plain face. And I definitely am making sure to bring it down the neck as well so I can make sure it's blended and it's the same color. Now I'm definitely shocked I found this in my shade and for that cheap at the store. So that tells you that you can do it. You can find it. After it's like mostly blended in, I'm just gonna go ahead and take like a beauty sponge and just blend it in all the way. This is just gonna make sure that there's like no streaks left behind from the brush, and it just looks like your normal skin. I usually go in with some sort of concealer, usually a lightweight one. You obviously don't have to. This pretty much can just be your base cream, but I definitely am going to go in with a concealer because I do have a little bit of discoloration right here. I'm just taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer because this one is definitely the bomb.com. I would just recommend doing this just if you have any blemishes. You can use the concealer to cover it up if the moisturizer did not do that, which I have one right here. And any discoloration that you have around your face. This is definitely a natural look, so if you guys are wanting like more full coverage tutorials, I definitely have those and I'll link the playlist up here. I have a bunch of different tutorials. I actually did one recently and it was like a green vibe, so make sure to check that out. Normally on like full faces I would go in with powder afterwards so I don't crease, but I did not use that much cream to where I need powder. You can if you want to, if you think you're going to crease or anything like that. I would go in with some. So the next product I'm actually going in with is eyebrows. So my eyebrows are usually the same, but I'm going to do them a little lighter today. I'm using the Sephora brow pencil in the shade dark brown, and I'm just using the spoolie on one end to make sure my eyebrows are shaped how I want them to be. And then I take the little pencil tip, and all I'm going to do is draw a line on the bottom, draw a line on the top, and then fill it in very lightly, and then do the other eyebrow. Now after you have your eyebrows looking pretty blocky, pretty filled, the trick here is to use a spoolie. You just want to spoolie wherever it looks too blocky or too dark. You just want to spoolie it out. So what this is going to do is going to fade your color. It's going to make your eyebrows look really natural. So now you can see my eyebrows look a little more natural. If you want your eyebrows to look more natural, I would highly recommend using a pencil instead of a pomade. Pomade is going to make it look darker and it's going to be harder to spoolie out. So I definitely go for that pencil. It is affordable and a very good option. Now I'm just going to secure my eyebrow hairs with some e.l.f. eyebrow gel, which is like $2. You can get at your drugstore. It's very, very affordable. Now that our eyebrows are done, we're going to finish off the face portion. So I'm just going to go in with the Tarteist Pro Glow palette, which I'm just going to use that bronzer in that palette. Now this one I have used so many times, I can't even tell you. how many times I've used it, but I definitely hit pan. So yeah, you can use whatever bronzer you want or you're used to. This one I just like using because it's a little more natural and it's not as intense as some of the other ones I have. I'm going to go in with some blush. So blush is just to give your face a little more color, make it a little more natural. Make sure not to be heavy on these powders because obviously if you go really heavy, your face is not going to look as natural as you want it to be because we're going for a no makeup look. For blush today, we're going in with the Pixie by Petra blush in the shade Beach Rose. All I'm going to do is just tap it to go more towards my bronzer and not as much on my cheeks as I want it to be. Now for my favorite part, highlighter. So highlighter is going to give you that natural glow, and I'm definitely using a natural one today, not a super blinding one, surprisingly. Liquids are definitely a more natural option, so I would definitely recommend those. I'm going in with the Revolution Liquid Euphoric Gold highlighter. So you can see there's like a tag on it, but that's because I actually got this one from Marshall's as well for $2. So go to your local Marshall's because we're getting the deals. I will definitely do a video on that if you guys want me to, of getting all the deals at Marshall's. What I'm going to do is just put 2 dots on my cheek, 1 dot on my nose, Cupid's bow, wherever you feel like you would like it. And to make it look the most natural, I would highly recommend using your fingers because it's going to melt that highlighter liquid into your skin. So for eyes, you obviously don't want to go too crazy because it's obviously no makeup look. You don't want people to know they get makeup on. So I'm actually going to dip into the Shane Dawson X Jeffree Star Controversy palette, and this is the mini one. And I'm just going in with Root Beer right here. This is a very, very natural nude color. So I would recommend just using one shade if you can. Your bronzer shade, you can even use just a nude shade. It's time for some mascara. So I'm actually going in with a new one I just bought and I'm loving it at the moment. It is the Essence Lash Princess, the Sculpted Volume Mascara, and this is the purple one. I did have a blue one that I was using for a while on my channel, and that one worked amazing. It just was really hard to get off because it was waterproof. And I loved it because it held my curl a long time, but this one seems to hold it a long time as well. It's just not waterproof. And it isn't like concrete getting it off of your eyelashes. This one also has like a different wand to it. Usually on my natural days that I hardly do makeup, I usually don't put any mascara on the bottom lashes just to make it look more natural. But I'm going to let this dry and then I'll show you what my trick is after it's dry. So we're just going to move on to some lips. You obviously don't have to do lipstick or anything. Sometimes I just put on some chapstick. Most of the time I usually just put on chapstick and I go with my natural lips. But for my lipstick lovers, I am going to give you a color that you can use. So this one is from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. It's in the shade Incognito. Very flattering. Obviously, it's going to look different on different skin tones, but this is what it looks like on mine. You can definitely blot it to make it look more natural, which is what I just did. So now we are back to the eyes. The trick to mascara, I don't know if you watched my old videos, but this is definitely my trick. So you obviously want a lash curler. So what I do is I curl them before I put my mascara on, and I also curl them after I put my mascara on. So this is definitely a good trick because when it's slightly dry and slightly wet, you can mold it into whatever you want. And the eyelash curler is going to make it look more curly and it's going to stay longer. And now we have our natural no makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll definitely put all the products and where you can find them in the description box. Be sure to comment so you can meet my next video. And I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Let's go ahead and roll these bloopers. Hey. Who is texting me? Whoa.